Hello friends, welcome to our channel Simply Mathematical. In this video, let us do the subtopic trigonometric functions, okay, from the standard 11th, okay, of the chapter 3 trigonometric functions. So this subtopic is based on the functions which are trigonometric, okay, so that is the trigonometric functions, okay. So what are functions? Functions are of the type fx equal to something, right? So trigonometric functions will be what will be like fx equal to sin x, okay, then gx equal to cos x, like this, okay. Now for different values of x you will get different values of the function. Here it is sine function, right, sin x. So for different value of x you will get different values of the function. Similarly for this function gx you will get different values of cos x for different values of x, okay. Now you have studied the trigonometric table, okay, wherein you have the values of sine, cos, tan, cos x, sec, cot, okay, for different measures of angles like 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Okay, you maybe have studied only till 90, okay, from 0 to 90, but here we will also look at okay, the values 180 to 73, 60. So the table here is the same for what you have studied in the earlier classes in the 10th standard, okay. Only thing, instead of sine of some value, okay, you have the function like sine of x, okay, but x will take only this value, okay, in this table. So that is 0, 30, 45, 60, 90 up to 360, okay. So for some values we will see what are the sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot values, okay. So the table is the same, okay, only the extra part is from here 180 to 360, okay, rest all is the same. So now what is sine of 0? Let us see. Sine of 0 is 0, you know, right? Sine of 0 is 0. Then sine of 30. So I have written here the radian measure in these are the radian measures in purple color, and these are the degree measure, okay, in green color. So sine of 0 is 0, sine of pi by 6, that is sine of 30, is half, okay. Sine of pi by 4 or sine of 45 is nothing but 1 by root 2, okay. Sine of 60 degree is root 3 by 2, okay. Then sine of 90 degree is 1, okay. So this table, this row you know it already, okay, in the 10th standard. Now you have the new values here. So sine 180 will be 0, okay, sine 180 is 0. Then sine of 270 will be minus 1, okay. Then sine of 360 will be 0, okay. Sine of 2 pi or sine of 360 is 0, okay. Then cos x, now cos of 0 will be 1, okay. Now you know that the values that cos will take are just the values in the reverse order that sine takes, okay, from 90 to 0, right. So first it is 1, then it is root 3 by 2, that is cos of 30 is root 3 by 2, then cos of 45 will be 1 by root 2, then cos of 60 will be half, okay, then cos of 90 will be 0, okay. Now cos of 180 is minus 1, okay, then cos of 270 is 0, okay, then cos of 360 will be 1, right, okay. Now let us look at what will be the tan values, okay, for these thetas. Now tan is, you know, tan is equal to sine by cos, right. So just this value divided by this value. So 0 divided by 1 will be 0, then half divided by 3 by 2 will be 1 by root 3, because 2 and 2 will get cancelled, okay. So this tan of 30 will be 1 by root 3, okay. Then tan of 45 will be just this value upon this value, so 1. Then tan of 60 will be root 3 by 2 divided by half, that will be root 3, okay. Then here you see that tan of 90 will be 1 divided by 0, right? Anything divided by 0 is not defined. Okay, so we write it as not defined or infinity. Okay, then tan of 180 will be nothing but 0 divided by minus 1, which is 0. Okay, then tan of 270 will be minus 1 divided by 0, which is again not defined, right? Okay, and which is also written as infinity. Then tan of 360 will be nothing but 0 divided by 1 here, which is 0. Okay, so these values we got, right? Now let us go to the next values, that is cosec, cot and all those. Okay, so cosec, cot will be what? See, cosec is nothing but reciprocal of sine. Okay, cosec is reciprocal of sine, so what you will get is 1 by 0, right? These are the sine values here. Okay, so 1 by 0 will be what? Will be not defined, right? Reciprocal of sine, so 1 by 0, that is not defined. Now this value, that is cos of 30, will be what? It is just the reciprocal of half, that is 2 by 1, which is 2. Okay, then cosec of pi by 4, so reciprocal of this value, that is root 2, right? Then cosec of 60 will be reciprocal of this value, sine of 60, that is 2 by root 3. Okay, then cosec of 90 will be reciprocal of this, which is 1 only, right? 1 by 1, which is 1. Then cosec of 180, that is reciprocal of this value 0, that is 1 by 0, which is infinity. So this will be not defined. Okay, then cosec of 270, that is the reciprocal of this value, that is minus 1. Okay, 1 by minus 1, which is minus 1. Then reciprocal of okay, cosec of 360 will be reciprocal of this value, which will be not defined. Okay, or infinity. So these are the values. Now let us go to the next trigonometric ratio, that is sec x. Now sec x is the reciprocal of the values of cos x. Okay, and you know that sec x is equal to 1 by cos x, right? So it is the reciprocal of the values of cos x. Now what you will get here, it is the reciprocal of this, which is 1 only, right? Then reciprocal of this, see, we are looking at, first we looked at sec of 0. Okay, so that will be nothing but reciprocal of cos of 0, which is 1. So 1 we got. Okay, like that. Now sec of 30 will be what? It will be reciprocal of this, sorry. Okay, so that is 2 by root 3. Okay, then reciprocal of this value, that will be sec of 45, right? So here root 2. Then sec of 60 will be what? Reciprocal of this value, which is 2. Okay, then sec of 90 will be reciprocal of this value, which is not defined. Okay, which is also called as infinity. Now sec of 180 will be reciprocal of this value, which is nothing but minus 1. Okay, then reciprocal of this value, reciprocal of reciprocal of this is minus 1. Then reciprocal of this value 0, that will be not defined again. Okay, and that is infinity. Then again reciprocal of this value, that will be sec of 360, which is 1. Okay, now we can find the values of cot x similarly. So cot is nothing but reciprocal of 10, right? So the values of cot x will be just the reciprocal of the values of tan x. So here you have 0, so the reciprocal will be not defined. Okay, which is nothing but infinity. Then reciprocal of cot of 30 will be reciprocal of this 1 by root 3, so that is root 3. Then cot 45 will be reciprocal of this, that is 1. Then cot of 60 will be reciprocal of this, which is 1 by root 3. Okay, then cot of 90 will be reciprocal of this. Reciprocal of infinity is what? It is 0, right? 1 by infinity is 0. Okay, 1 by infinity is 0, so here you will get 0. okay, then the reciprocal of this will be infinity, okay, that is not defined, right? Then reciprocal of this will be again 0, right? Reciprocal of infinity, that is 0, which is nothing but cot of 270, okay, cot of 270 will be reciprocal of this, which is 0, okay. Then cot of 360, right, which is nothing but reciprocal of this tan of 360, which is 0, so which is nothing but not defined, okay. So this is the table that you will get, okay, for the values of the trigonometric functions, okay, at some values, okay. Now we have to study the signs of trigonometric functions, okay. Now we have to study the signs of the trigonometric functions. So for the signs of trigonometric functions, what you have to look at is the coordinate axis, okay. So signs of trigonometric function. Now here I will show you how to find the signs of trigonometric functions by using a shortcut method, okay. So just watch the video till the end, okay. So signs of trigonometric functions. Okay, now here you look at the coordinate axis first. First I'll tell you how the signs of trigonometric ratio are found, okay. So you look at the coordinate axis, okay, this is 0, then this is O, sorry, the origin, this is 0 degrees, okay. Then here this is 90 degrees, right. Then here it will be 90 plus 90, which is 180, right. 180 plus 90, which is 270 degree, and 270 plus 90 again will be 360 degree, okay. So 0 and 360 degree are here only, right, on this, right, x-axis, positive x-axis, okay, that is the 360 degree. Now let us look at how to get the sign of the functions in each quadrant, okay. Now this coordinate axis divides the plane into 4 quadrants, right. So this one here, this part, okay, this part is called as the first quadrant, right. Then this part here is called as the second quadrant, okay. This here is known as the third quadrant, and this is known as the fourth quadrant, okay. Now what you do is you consider a point here, okay, and you consider the distance of the point from this point, that is the origin, okay, and you say that this point is A comma B, okay. Now what you do is draw perpendicular from the point to the x-axis and a perpendicular to the point to the y-axis, right. So like this. Now this will be 90 degrees, this will be 90 degrees, okay. So that means they are perpendicular, okay. Now suppose you have one angle here, right. Suppose this is the angle which we are looking at and we call it as x, okay. If we call it as x, now let us see what will be the sine and cos of this. But before that, what you have here is you have the distance from this origin to this point, which is A, right, because of the notation of the point. What is the notation? P A comma B. So this A means the distance from the origin, okay, to here, okay, and this is the y coordinate is B, so this will be B, okay. So this is B, this is A. So that means since this is parallel to this, what you will get here is B, okay. Here you will get the distance as B, okay. Now let us look at the cos and the sine ratio. So if we look at cos of x, that will be what? Cos of x, you know, that is the adjacent side to x, okay, which is the angle, divided by hypotenuse, Okay, this is the definition of cos x. Okay, so what we will get, this will be equal to adjacent side to x here is what is this side. Okay, if we name this as a and b here, right, so what will be this side? This side is OA, right, the side which is adjacent to this angle x, that is OA. Okay, divided by hypotenuse is what? OP. Okay, now if we take the distance as 1, right, take this distance as 1. Okay, so to take this distance as 1, so what you will get here is OA divided by OP, right, which is what? OA is A divided by OP. Okay, that is 1, right, that is the hypotenuse. Okay, now any value or any distance you can take. I have taken 1 for simplicity. Okay, so A by 1 you got, that is A, right. So now if you look at, okay, what we got here is cos x, right, cos x is equal to A. Now if you look at the sin x, what you will get is sin x is equal to, sin x is nothing but opposite side to x, okay, divided by hypotenuse. Okay, opposite upon hypotenuse. So what you will get here, opposite side to x is what? B. Okay, so B divided by hypotenuse is 1, right, so this will be B. So this is sin x that you have got. Okay, so what you have got is cos x is equal to A and sin x is equal to B, right. Now you know that this A is nothing but x coordinate, B is nothing but the y coordinate, right. So what you have here is, in the first quadrant you always have x coordinate as positive, y coordinate as negative, right, always. You have studied this in earlier classes. X coordinate is plus and y coordinate is plus in the first quadrant. Okay, this part. Now here you have x as negative and y as positive, okay, in the second quadrant. Now here what you have is x is negative, y also is negative. Okay, here what you have is x is positive but y is negative, right. So you have the signs in this way. Okay, plus plus, minus plus, minus minus, plus minus. Okay, now since cos x is equal to A, right, so this is cos x which is positive, right, x coordinate, okay, of this point, and this is the y coordinate, so sin x, right. So what you got is cos is positive here and sin is positive here. Okay, now similarly what we can do is we can draw angle in this way, okay, in the second quadrant, and what you have to look at is the sine. Okay, sines we already know here. Okay, so what you will get is the same thing for this diagram. Okay, for this diagram also you will get the same thing, cos x is equal to A, sin x is equal to B. Okay, and then what you have is here cos x is negative and sin x is positive. Okay, then here what you have is cos x is negative, sin x is negative. Okay, in this, then here what you have is cos x is positive, sin x is negative. Okay, so this is what you will have, right, when you will draw the similar diagram as this here and here also. Okay, all when you complete it, okay, and when you look at it you will get this cos x is positive, sin x is positive. First we saw, right, in the second quadrant what you will get is cos x is negative, sin x is positive. Then here what you will get is cos x is negative, sin x is negative. Here it is cos x is positive, sin x is negative. So here you got this, both are positive. Okay, here what you got is cos is negative, sin is positive. Here you got both are negative, cos x and sin x. Here what you got is cos is positive, sin is negative. Okay, so now we can look at the table. Okay, that is a sign of trigonometric functions. Okay, that is this table. So what you have here is the quadrant, okay, first, second, third, fourth, and then the trigonometric functions. Okay, so sign of each trigonometric function in each quadrant we can write down. Okay, So what you have here, see what we got is sine is positive in the first quadrant, right? Sine is positive in the first quadrant, also sine is positive in the second quadrant. Okay, here, so sine is positive in the second quadrant, right? Then see, sine is positive in the second quadrant. Then in the third quadrant, what happens? Sine is negative, right? Sine is negative. In the fourth quadrant, sine is also again negative. Okay, so we get the signs in this way: plus, plus, minus, minus. Okay, then what you get is the sign of cos. So cos is positive in the first quadrant, right? So cos is positive in the first quadrant. Cos is negative in the second quadrant. Okay, then cos is negative again in the third quadrant. Then cos is positive in the fourth quadrant. Okay, so even if you know this much, you can find out the sign of tan now, right? What will be the sign of tan? Plus divided by plus is plus, right? Positive divided by positive is positive. Okay, so the sign of tan in the first quadrant will be positive. Now if you look at the second quadrant, the sign of tan, how you can find out? Positive divided by negative, right? Which is negative. Okay, then tan in the third quadrant, negative divided by negative, which is positive, and tan in the fourth quadrant is negative divided by positive, which is negative. Okay, so this you are getting. Now if you look at cos x is just the reciprocal of sin x, right? So what you will get here? So if you take the reciprocal of a positive quantity, you are getting a positive quantity, right? You will get a positive quantity. So plus, then cos x of a reciprocal of positive quantity will be positive quantity. So the cos x will be also positive in the second quadrant, right? Cos x is positive in the first quadrant, cos x is positive in the second quadrant. Then if you want to find the sign of cosec x in the third quadrant, you have to look at this, right? Sign is negative in the third quadrant, so reciprocal of negative will be negative. Okay, then cosec in the fourth quadrant will be what? Reciprocal of negative is negative, so cosec in the fourth quadrant will be negative. Okay, like that you can find out the signs. Then you look at the next function, sec x. Now sec x is reciprocal of cos x, so sec x is nothing but 1 by positive quantity, which is positive quantity, right? Again 1 by negative quantity, which is negative, then 1 by negative quantity, which is negative, 1 by positive quantity, which is positive. Okay, now cot x will be cot x is reciprocal of tan, so what will be the sign? Reciprocal of positive quantity will be positive here, right, in the first quadrant. The sign of cot x in the second quadrant will be what? So 1 by negative quantity, which is negative, right? Then 1 by positive quantity, which is positive, 1 by negative quantity, which is negative. Okay, so this is the table that you get. Okay, this is the table that you get for signs of trigonometric functions. Okay, now this is a little difficult to remember, right? So what we have to do is we have to I'll tell you what is the shortcut method to find out the signs in the quadrants. Okay, so if you look at the coordinate axis again, right, if you look at the coordinate axis, so this is 0 here, also 360 degrees, right, and this is 90 degrees, then 180 degrees and 270 degrees, right? Now this is the first quadrant, right, second quadrant, third quadrant, okay, and the fourth quadrant. Now if we want to find the sign of the ratios in each quadrant, what we have to look at is here, since sine and cos are positive, okay, since sine and cos are positive, tan will be also positive, right, because tan is what? Tan is sine upon cos. Okay, also cosec will be positive because sine is positive, so reciprocal of sine, which is cosec, is positive. Again sec is positive because sec is reciprocal of cos, so 1 by positive quantity will be positive. Again cot is positive because reciprocal of tan is cot. So if tan is positive here, then cot is also positive, right? So here all the ratios are positive. Okay, all the ratios are positive. Now here what happens is sine is positive, cos is negative, right? So tan will be negative because tan is sine by cos. Okay, similarly cos sec will be positive, then sec will be negative and cot will be negative, right? So here only sine is positive. Okay, only sine is positive, and that means cosec is positive. So sine and cosec are positive, but I'll only write sine here. So sine is positive. Then here what happens is sine is negative, cos is negative, so tan is positive, right? So tan is positive. So tan is positive here. Now in the fourth quadrant, what happens is, see, all the ratios other than tan and cot, okay, are negative here, right? Okay, now here what happens is cos is positive, sine is negative, right? Cos is positive, sine is negative, so tan will be negative, cosec will be negative because sine is negative, then sec will be positive because cos is positive, right? And cot will be negative because tan is negative. So here only positive quantity will be cos and sec, but I'm only writing cos here, okay, because sec you can directly get by using the formula. Okay, you can easily get it. So here what happens is you only remember this A, okay, what you remember is this, all silver teacup. Okay, you just remember this sentence, all silver teacup. Why? Because see, this A corresponds to all, right? Then S in sine corresponds to silver, then T in tan corresponds to tea, and C in cos corresponds to cup. Okay, so if you only remember this, all silver tea cup, right, you can remember all the signs. Okay, have you understood? You have to only remember the word, the sentence, all silver teacup. Okay, so this is important. Okay, here now one thing you have to note. Okay, so this note will be useful in solving the problems, okay, in the exercise. So the exercise 3.2. okay, so the note is, the first note, the values of sine, cos, sec, cosec, okay, repeat after the interval of 2 pi. Okay, the values of sine, cos, sec, cosec repeat after the interval of 2 pi. That means what? So suppose you have sine of 30 here, okay, sine of 30 degrees, then this will be equal to sine of 360 plus 30, which is what? 390 degrees. Okay, so sine of 30 is equal to sine of 390 because the values of sine repeat after 2 pi. Okay, that is if you add 360 to 30, right? So 30 plus 360 is 390. So those two values of sine will be equal. Okay, so even if you look at this here, okay, 30 degrees. Okay, now here this is the 30 degree angle. Now if you go round once, okay, you will get one revolution, that is 360 degree. Okay, and more 30 if you go, you will reach back to this angle, right? So which is nothing but what? Which is nothing but 360 plus 30, which is 390 degrees. Okay, this is 390 degrees. So you can see that 30 and 390 are actually same in the graph. Okay, but what is the note here? You will get the both values as the same. Okay, sine 30 degree equal to sine 390 degree. Okay, here you can see it. Okay, similarly if you take cos of 60, then it will be equal to what? Cos of 360 plus 60 degrees, that is nothing but 420 degrees. Okay, so that is the first note, and this note also works for what? Sec and cosec. Okay, so now let us go to the second note, that is the values of tan and cot repeat after the interval of pi. Okay, that is 180 degree. So that means what, the tan and cot values will repeat after pi. Okay, so that means if you have tan of 30 degree, so this will be equal to what, tan of, see, since the values repeat after 180, so it will be 180 plus 30, so that is nothing but 210 degrees, right? So tan of 30 will be equal to 210 degrees. And then similarly cot of, suppose you have cot of 60, then it will be equal to cot of 60 plus 180, that will be what, 60 plus 180 will be 240, right? So cot of 60 will be equal to cot of 240. Okay, so that was the important note. So that's it in the video, guys. If you have liked my video, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.